Hello and welcome to Book for the Week, a bi-weekly book talk featuring Kent-Free Library staff. I'm Chris. It's February, it is Black History Month, and I am examining 3 novels that are written by Black authors and use the setting of New York to highlight aspects of the Black experience. First book I'll be talking about is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. You may have known Alyssa Cole from her romance novels, as do I, but this is her first foray into mystery thrillers, and I loved it. In When No One Is Watching, Sydney returns to her Brooklyn community after some time on the West Coast to find that things aren't quite like they were. Her neighbors are disappearing in the middle of the night without a trace, and her community is looking very vastly different than it was even weeks ago. She thinks sinister things are going on, and she is set out to prove it with the help of another neighbor. This definitely has horror aspects to its thriller, and it examines gentrification and what that means for historically Black communities and the Black families that it affects. My second book that I'll be featuring is Riot Baby by Tochi Onyebuchi. This is a novella, less than 200 pages, but it packs quite a punch. This novella is about 2 siblings, Ella, who has super special powers, and her brother, who is a young Black man in prison. You have the dynamic of Ella, who has the power to do anything but save her younger brother. And then you have her brother, who is going through this horrific experience that his sister cannot do anything for. Until the end, maybe. This book is told in 4 parts and does have a cyclical nature in examining history and how it tends to repeat itself. But it's only the 4th part that you really see kind of the author's dystopic vision for the future, and how if we don't examine racism now and how it affects the prison system, what that future might look like for us. My third book is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. It is a start to a new series, but this does not end in a cliffhanger, so for those kind of worried about that, don't worry. This novel is a lot of fun, really unique. I haven't really read anything similar to it or with the concept like it. In it, New York is under attack by an alien force set to destroy New York City and the rest of this universe, and New York then has to fight back with these physical embodiments of the city. So 5 people are chosen to represent the 5 different boroughs of New York City, and then one as the whole of New York City, and they have to work together to defeat this alien monster. It's a lot of fun. The characters are really diverse. This novel was also such a fun audiobook. There is visual representation in the text of kind of fun audio cues that are really brought out in the audiobook. So I highly recommend checking that out if you are curious about what a good audiobook would be like. I should tell you guys, content warning wise, all of these books do feature racism front and center. Some of it is microaggressions and some of them are macroaggressions, which can be kind of frustrating. But I will say that all of them have endings that are cathartic, so hopefully if you do stick on and read them, you have that same experience. If you liked these selections or have others of your own, please let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you in 2 weeks.